Hi, I'm Kristiana K.Capewell, and over the next 10-ish minutes, I'll be talking about my professional practice journey. First off, I'd like to say, like most people, that the module has been quite beneficial for me. However, I don't think it's been beneficial for me in the typical sense of I've gained lots of work experience from it. But what I have gained for it is sort of your do's and don'ts and how to be a little bit more resilient when it comes to finding work experience and talking to people about work experience. Something else that I'll also be covering will be the life brief and my strategy towards work experience and online presence and just my overall thought of what I thought professional practice would be and how it kind of differed from that. So first off, I'll talk about my portfolio, which holds most of where my stuff is. So first up, it is my strategy. So my strategy basically was going out and emailing people. Unfortunately, I didn't get to email as many people as I wanted to say the least. However, I did get in contact with Stan Robinson, or more of fact, he got in contact with me. I did know somebody, and I asked her to pass on my email to him. It wasn't necessarily for him to give me work experience, it was more of he will know who to pass me on to. And so I sent Stan my CV after having a chat with him over email, and he forwarded it on to Sam King, who is an ITV crewing manager, and she covers all the work experience and scheduling and everything for shoots. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't get a response from Sam, and by the time that I'd started considering speaking to Sam again, I just thought I wouldn't have enough time to go out and have proper shooting work experience in that big of a scale, especially for ITV, as it will be a few days at a time, and I didn't have the blocks of time that was necessary for that. However, I did go to Oldham Community Radio, which is a local radio station near where I live. So the station manager, Dave McGeely, I did speak to him, and I've worked with Dave before. I've had a chat with him, and he basically said that they already had someone doing work experience, and that because of the time period and the framing of the scheduling, it wouldn't be ideal if they had somebody in again, as it will be soon the Christmas period, which I was like, fair enough. However, I am thinking of contacting them again after New Year, see whether it would be a possibility if I could go in then. However, for my TV, because I did end up doing some video promotional footage for work experience, I ended up going to work for AmeriCamp Canada, which was a very good experience. It was really nice. It was the shoot itself was very, very smooth. It was very nice, and I thank my team for that, as well as all the planning and the preparation that we put into it. So the work experience itself essentially was 3 days, 1 day for planning, 1 day for filming the first video, and then the third day for planning for filming and shooting the second video. And the way that I managed to get the work experience, was I ended up going to an event back in September. I ended up making this contact with Dan, who is a representative for AmeriCamp, specifically the Canada region. And I asked him whether he would be interested, or at least the company would be interested in maybe hiring people for work experience, like in a shadow their marketing team or something, and then we ended up swapping names. I ended up adding him on Facebook, and then a little bit later on, he got back to me. He put me in this group chat with a few of the other students from Bata, and it was a very, very good team. It was a really nice sort of work experience, which is a lot different from what most people do, I think, because of it's not particularly shadowing work, and it's not particularly being a runner or a broadcast assistant. It's more of actually going out there and being like a third party filming. And in that type of environment, you do have to be very professional, and you do have to be quite on it. I ended up being a sound recordist for most of it, and it was really, really beneficial for me to do that. He has, since finishing the shoot, he has kept in contact, and he says that he would like to maybe work with us as a production team in the future, which is really nice, and I have gained quite a lot from that experience. And for my website, this is my website. It does have the same logo that is on my portfolio. So essentially, my website, it contains my show reel, which is this one here. My show reel is just a collaboration of all of my video edits at the moment. Later on, I am planning on doing an audio one as well, which would be really beneficial for me in the terms of radio. And then I'd have my about section, which is this bit here, picture of me there. Have this little bit of a blurb here about me, and then a testimonial, and that is from Americans, which I thought was brilliant. It's really nice testimonial. I do have this section for like portfolio work as well, which is really nice because I do have a YouTube links for all of my videos, as well as a radio section as well. And then I did also have a bit of photography work, which is here. And then I have a connection bit here, which basically just lets people contact me. And I do have a CV. My CV here is similar colours to my website. Just goes through what type of qualifications I have and experience that I have as well. It's got all of my social media here, so in case you don't see it on the website, and everything like that. And then I do have my Instagram here, which is here, and it did used to be a photography page. That's why I do have some photography work on it. And then I do have my Twitter as well here, which interacts with media broadcasters and everything like that. In terms of my live brief, though, I did really enjoy my live brief. We had the What is Aeon brief, and it was nice to work with the team. Our team was quite professional in terms of talking to the client and everything like that. I also um, I also just wanted to say that doing this module has definitely opened up my eyes, and I only got 3 days work experience, and um, and that was just a time period thing. Um, but I'm so glad I did get those 3 days. It helped sort out my professionalism and my quality and communication with clients and everything like that. And overall, I do really think that professional practice is a great module to do.